exactly 6:30 p.m., right? And it's still Super Citizen at sunset. So you know what time it is. You know what happens about this time every Thursday. It's one of my favorite days of the week because we get to enjoy spoken word and poetry. And we tag it Spoken at Sunset. Just in a bit, we'll be kicking off on this very interesting segment of the show. Right. I have a couple of people we'll be listening to today. Mombi, one of my favorite ladies out of Kenya. Right. On Max, too. I found something new from Emily Waraimu, who we have, focused on here. I think, was it 3-4 weeks ago? I think sometimes around last month, we did a work from her, a letter to an open letter to my dad. Right. But there's another one on Maxed, and we'll be looking at that as well just in a bit. Koleka Putina, if we do have enough time, we will be also taking one of her works to listen in. If you enjoy spoken word, if you do enjoy spoken word, Andy Kechuku Merije, maybe we would also be having him on today. Yes, we'll be listening to one or two of his works, so stay with us. It's a pretty interesting lineup. If I were you, be a good time to draw my radio closer. If you enjoy art like I do, especially spoken word. Here is the very first, going out now. Maybe we should begin from Nigeria, shall we? Let's see. Where's my guy? Okay, I'm going to have to look for him. I can't find him yet. In the meantime, let's listen to Mumbi, Letter to My Future Husband.
Haven't met me yet.
This is how I articulate my ideas. I'm putting them into prose.
I'd like you to stay like that for a while I figure some things out. But if you have met me, there's some things I feel I need to clear before you get the wrong idea. I am a Proverbs 31 type of woman. That's all I know I'm not. If you have met me, you probably think I'm unapproachable. Believe it or not, it's on purpose, so I assure you, I'm not in a bad mood, I'm not trying to be rude, and I swear I don't have an attitude. See, what I'm asking from you is for you to give me my accord, because I've bought in so many times into dreams that I couldn't afford. See, I hope that when we're together, we have a type of love where when people are asked what type of love they want, they will always say this one. And I hope you're the type of man who, when your friends ask you how your girl is doing, you won't have to say which one. See, I hope that when we're together, we have this type of love where you can be my opposite, but at the same time my equal. A love where we can be vulnerable. Where even though you choose not to tell me about your transgressions, you know that I forgive you and I accept you. Not as new, but covered in the scars of everything you have been through, because I know that there's so much more that you can be. And I hope you can be just as forgiving when it comes to me. See, I hope that when you were a child at the age of 2, you had dreams that you could live forever, because I'm going to make them come true. I will immortalize you with my pen and my words. You will have the pleasure of existing between two worlds. I hope that we have a love where we don't have this incessant need to shout it from the rooftops to confirm how we feel. A love that is so low-key, even I wonder if it's real. Now, I'm not saying I'm petty, but if you want to act funny, honey, we can act hilarious. See, petty grievances don't move me, so if you ever want to make a scene, baby, I can make a movie. See, I'm not like other women you've met. I learned from the best. I have dealt with men who are magicians, who managed to pull disappearing acts from right before my eyes. And I am the type of woman who can go to war with a man's ego armed with nothing more than blue ticks, and I will win so we can both play tricks. See, love isn't always so demanding. Sometimes it's just us. And sometimes you just have to vibe with it. So to my future husband, I don't want us to fall in love. I want us to rise in it.
Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station. Talk to us on 93.7 Citizen FM. Talk to us on 93.7 Citizen FM.
3 a.m. Friday morning. The world is fast asleep, but she's wide awake, tossing and turning with her mind buzzing with wild thoughts, plagued with worthlessness, hopelessness, helplessness. Then, hush, her thoughts come to a standstill. She feels every bite of silence gnawing at her, and at this moment, she realizes how alone she's been in all this, the girl behind the mask. She winces as she tries to lift her head. That monster of a headache is back for the third time tonight. She reaches for her bag and pulls out a handful of empty packs of painkillers. This has been her life for the last 5, 7, 9 months. She lost count. She pulls her tired self to the kitchen to get a glass of water, and she's greeted by a suffocating stench coming from the pile of dirty dishes lying in the sink. She's been planning to clean the mess up, only that she's been stuck in bed for the last 3 days, curled up into a ball, pillow soaked in tears and body numb with aches. Maybe if she takes a few more painkillers, a few more sleeping pills, she might get some sleep for at least 1 hour, if not forever. And while at it, her stomach grumbles, her acid levels are high. Again, she remembers not the last time she had a decent meal, or the last time she had a genuine laugh, or the last time she felt truly loved, or the last time she didn't feel sad. And alone, depression is the reason why she pushes everyone away, not because she doesn't need them, but because she doesn't deserve them. Reject them before they reject you, huh? Depression is the reason why she's scared of being alone, yet not wanting anyone around her. The reason why she's lost interest in everything she loves most. The reason why she comes to church late, takes the back bench, and leaves immediately after the grace. Depression is the reason why she will call work today, called yesterday, and the day before. It's malaria. She lies. It just never goes away, you know. What? But of course they won't understand. Not in a society where depression is a sign of weakness, a Western disease for the social misfits who can't man up to face their challenges just like everyone else. And so in silence she fades away little by little, the girl behind the mask. The girl behind the mask was perfect from the outside, who wears smiles from Monday to Sunday. But if you're keen enough to see beyond the high walls that she's put up, you'd see how she's been fighting to break free from death's strong jaws. You'd see how anxiety and the fear of the knowns and the unknowns have held her captive. You'd see how void of peace and deprived of love she's been. Then you would know that happiness is not a decision, it's never been. And maybe then you'd quit telling her to snap out of it, to stop being a big baby and pull herself together. Maybe that way she won't crawl deeper into the grave, deeper into the addiction to self-destruction. Maybe you'd offer comfort for just one more day, and maybe she'd let you in to see depression from where she stands, how it feels like your mind, body, soul, and spirit are bound with heavy chains to a heavy rock suspended in the middle of a dark old ocean that pulls you deeper and deeper and deeper with every tiny struggle, so you have to stay put. Yes, you want to die, but not this way. You want to pray, but heaven feels so far away. You want to cry, but the fear of adding into the water that is already overwhelming you holds you back. So you've been drowning, but no one seems to notice. And so as hard as it is, you have to keep your head above the water and keep holding on to the glimmering hope that one day this too shall pass. The girl behind the mask. The girl behind the mask who needs you by her side just a little longer. Who knows? Maybe she too will catch the flame that burns within you, and you'll give her the assurance that it's okay to ask for help, that it's going to be okay, that her morning is coming, that sooner or later light will flash out all the darkness in her, and she will know that she's never been alone, not for one single day. She will know that depression doesn't have to end in the grave. Rather, when she opens her heart to love, the Prince of Peace who calms every storm, who levels every mountain, who lifts every burden, who restores every broken wall, who heals every broken heart, who drowns every fear, wipes every tear, who breaks the yokes of oppression and depression and gives peace that surpasses all human understanding. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Christ is the only reason why the girl behind the mask lies not in a casket 6 feet under. He's the only reason why I stand here today, unmasked, a beacon of hope that love truly heals. Jesus Christ is the only reason why I stand here today, unmasked, a beacon of hope that love truly heals.
This is our journey. We've had our finest moments and our darkest hours. Yet we pull ourselves back from the brink every time. We are a resilient people. We are Nigeria. And when we talk, we share our views on Talk Radio 93.7 Citizen FM. People united will never be defeated.
This call to prayer is sponsored by the Nigeria Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول حي على الصلاة La ilaha Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people. Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy.
Hold on to your chairs, folks, for here they are.
What are you talking about?
It's the Citizen Show with Didi.
Thank you for staying with us. It is Citizen FM 93.7. 6:50. My God, how time flies, right? All right, so we're about rounding off now. But before we took that commercial, you listened to Emily Warimo, one of the most celebrated spoken word artists out of Kenya today. Pretty young lady, but you see, did you listen to it? Did you feel the shudders down your spine? Did you get that effect that she has on a lot of us, I included? Anyway, she's a Kenyan award-winning spoken word artist, famed for her popular piece. That one we took, was it? I really can't remember still if it was 3 weeks ago or last month, but I do know that it was not last week. Yeah, sometimes I think about a month ago. An open letter to my dad. She discovered her love for spoken words at the age of 18, and she's been consistent in using the gift to preach hope to the brokenhearted. Right. And you could see this one was not even an open letter to my dad. This was unmasked. You saw how she used language. You saw how she used, poetic license and just wove it into the beautiful piece that just is unmasked. Anyway, we'll be rounding off very soon, but before then, there is this one from this lady that you heard earlier, Mumbi. Yeah. Pretty young too, from Kenya as well. I don't know what is dragging me to Kenya. I don't know if Easter is going to be in Kenya. What are the gods saying? Who is taking me? No, I was just kidding. I'm here, Joe. Yeah. Okay, Mumbi. That's another one lady that the rest of Africa has celebrated over time. Pretty young as well. These ladies I'm talking about, they're not even up to 30 yet. And the last line from that letter to my future husband is what resonates every time. I don't want to fall in love. I want to rise in it. Oh, I like that. It was magical. Yeah, some people listen to it once and they listen to it again. From the background music, the lighting, clever poetry reading, narrated by the beauty herself, Mumbi. You would have no choice but to be drawn to it. Yes, we're talking spoken at sunset. A spoken word tonight. It's a Thursday, so this is what we do usually on Thursdays. Lovers of art, literature, spoken word, poetry like me, we get to snap our fingers and enjoy a beautiful time on radio. We can have it on radio too. That's the idea. That's why we're doing it. All right, people. So we'll do this again next Thursday, right? Yeah, we'll do this again next Thursday. Spoken at sunset. But hey, remember, there's always something for each day of Super Citizen at sunset, right? Mondays, we get to do quiz or we get to have guests join us. Tuesdays, there's always a switch between Mondays and Tuesdays. If Mondays we do quiz, Tuesdays we have guests join us from 6:30 to 7. Yeah, it's always one or the other for Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, consistently, it's Quiz Round Africa. Nothing is taking that away from us. we get to tour Africa every Wednesday, 6:30 to 7. Then on Thursdays, we get to do Spoken at Sunset. See how beautifully laid out it is, right? That's why you should be hanging out with me every day from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Don't forget, 8 o'clock, we bring you, 7 o'clock rather, we're bringing you a repeat. Today, it's going to be a repeat. The original was done. It's usually Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I'm talking melting pot now, 7 to 8 p.m. And then on Thursdays, we get a repeat of one of those days of the week. Yeah. So again, it's going to be an interesting time on radio. Even if you've listened to the melting pot before, I enjoy you to listen again because there's always something new you'll pick out of it. Even me, the presenter, when I listen a second time, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what's said, right? There's always something that just hits me differently every time I listen to it anew. This is the story of one man's journey. Nterini Fatumata Diawara, another Malian that I love a lot. Give me Africa and my life would just be perfect. Alrighty, people, enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm Didi.
I want to know. Jara